One thing that I realized that has helped me in this journey of becoming a better version of myself is reading books. Now, I recently read 10x is easier than 2x. I've not finished it yet, but the author of the book talked about setting 10x goals and how setting a 2x goal is, for me, the way I imagine it is setting. Hi, Angel. Welcome to our Evolution Diary podcast with your host, Esther Brody. Our Evolution Diary podcast is basically just my diary where I document how I'm growing and evolving into the best version of myself. And I hope I can bring you on the journey to evolving and growing and also become the best version of yourself. I hope you're here for the long haul. Enjoy. Mwah. I'm my angel. Welcome and welcome back to another episode of our Evolution Diary podcast. It's your host Esther, and I hope you're having a beautiful, wonderful, fantastic day. I hope your day is off to a great start. I hope everything is working out in your favor. I hope life just feels so beautiful, so wonderful. I just hope things are working out well for you. Hi guys, how are we doing today? How has your day been? Just tell me, chat to me in the comment section. If you're listening on Spotify, there's like a swipe down menu that you can comment and just say anything you want to say. Just tell me anything you want to tell me. I'm open to listen to you. So, hi, how are we doing today? I hope your day is off to a great start. Don't forget to leave the podcast a rating and a review, and make sure to follow the podcast. Hi. How are we today? I hope you enjoyed last week's episode. And if you haven't listened, after this one, make sure you go and listen to last week's episode. I talked all about vision boards and creating and setting goals for the new year. So, today, as you can see, I'm going to be talking about New Year, Better Me. Not New Year, New Me, New Year, Better Me. I am in the process of crafting who I want to be. Now, I'm not trying to know who I was or who I am. I'm just in the mentality of creating who I want to be. Like, who do I want to be? I don't know who I was, honestly. Whenever I think of who was I, like, honestly, I can't really come up with anything. But what I do know is who do I want to be? What I do know is who I want to be, who I want to become, the kind of person that I want to be, the kind of energy that I give off, the kind of, like, when I enter a room, I know what I want people to think when they see me. That is the mindset that I'm taking into this new year. So this year, I'm just thinking of, when I think of who I want to be, I think in terms of my energy, my charisma, the kind of the way I talk, the way I dress, the way I move, the way I talk, like just everything. Like, what kind of person do I want to be? Now, when I think of becoming a better me, I think in terms of my habits, my routines. Those are the really, really important things because our habits make up our life, whether we like it or not, both the habits we do consciously and subconsciously. So I'm adding new habits into my life and adding new routines into my life. I'm changing a little bit of things up in my life. I'm trying to have better boundaries, creating better goals for myself, having a better lifestyle, making better decisions for myself, those kind of things. And in the process of becoming the best version of myself and becoming a better version of myself, one thing that I realized that has helped me in this journey of becoming a better version of myself is reading books. Now, I recently read 10x is easier than 2x. I've not finished it yet, but the author of the book talked about setting 10x goals and how setting a 2x goal is, for me, the way I imagine it is setting a 2x goal is like limiting yourself in a kind of way. That is what setting a 2x goal means. But when you set a 10x goal, it's like your mind expands in a kind of way, like there's so much possibilities, endless possibilities actually, to what you can achieve and what you can be in life. And for me, the things that I'm doing to become a better version of myself is setting larger than life goals, like unimaginable goals that I cannot even imagine achieving in this lifetime, but I'm setting them regardless. Now, to some people, that might seem ridiculous. Like, why would you set a goal that you know you might not achieve? But for me, there's a mindset shift in thinking that if I can set this goal for myself, there's a very high probability that I can achieve this goal for myself. So that is one of the ways in which I am becoming a better version of myself this new year. Setting goals that blow my mind away. That is one way. The second way is improving my habits and my routines. The past few weeks or days, I think weeks, I've been really off my routine. I came back home from school and I've been really off my routine. Like, I have not been doing anything productive in any way, shape, or form. And that is about to change by God's grace. Now, I'm going to start waking up early again because the best version of myself, she wakes up early every single day, even on the weekends. Because even on the weekends, I still have things to do. I like it does not stop. Honestly speaking, it does not stop. So even on the weekends, we have things to do. So I'm waking up early every single day. Now, my goal is to wake up between the times of 5 a.m. and 6 a.m. To some people, that might seem way too far, but for me, it is me trying to maximize the hours of the day that I have. That is it. My third way that I am becoming a better version of myself in the year 2025 is reading books. Now, knowledge is power. I think this is not the first time you are hearing that. Knowledge is power. The more you know, the more you are able to achieve. Don't limit yourself to what you already know. Expand your mind, expand your knowledge, know more. Don't be scared to know, but don't be afraid to learn. Learn more. Open your mind to the possibilities of things that can happen. The more you read, the more you know. And don't be afraid to know more. The knowledge you have is the power that you have. Don't forget that. The next way that I am going to be improving my life and becoming the best version of myself in the year 2025 is adjusting my diet. Now, I'm not really big on removing foods from my diet or stop eating this thing, stop eating that thing, but I'm just trying to make better, healthy, conscious decisions. If that makes any sense. Just trying to make better decisions for my health and just eating in a more, what's the word? In a more conscious way, not just eating for eating's sake, eating with a reasonable thing in mind, if that makes any sense. It makes sense to me, but I hope it's making sense. Just making better conscious decisions with my health and my diet. That is it. Another way that I am becoming a better version of myself is improving my nighttime routine. Every time we talk about our morning routine, what we do in the mornings, even on social media, our morning routine videos are more like popular than night routine videos. But I'm trying to create a night routine because your morning starts the night before. So I'm trying to relax before I go into bed, wind down before I go into bed, just so that by the time I wake up the next morning, I'm feeling refreshed, I'm feeling better. And some of the ways I'm doing this is not using my phone 30 minutes before bedtime, reading a book before bed, limiting my screen time, maybe making a cup of tea before I go to bed, wearing pajamas that I feel good in before I go to bed. Just the little things that make me feel like the best version of myself. Now, my last and final tip, and the last thing I think I'm going to be doing to improve myself and become a better version of myself in the year 2025 is getting ready every day. I know. I tried this earlier last year. Wow, that's basically last year. I tried this earlier last year, getting ready every day, putting a little bit of effort in my appearance and the way I look. And I must say, I really, really loved it. I love the way it made me feel. I felt more productive. I felt more ready to get on with my day and do the things that I wanted to do. Getting ready in the day really, really makes me feel better. You should try it in case you haven't. I mean, there are more tips that are going to be coming later in the year. Anything that I've also tried that has improved my life in any way, I'll be sharing with you. Well, with these few tips of mine, I hope you're able to take something from this episode and things that you willingly want to incorporate into your life in the year 2025. Thank you so much for listening. I'm so grateful to all of you that listen every single week. I love you so much, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Mwah. Angel, thank you for listening to another episode of our Evolution Diary podcast. I hope you guys had a nice time. Make sure to leave your takeaways and anything that you learned from this episode in the comment section. You can DM me on Instagram. Make sure to leave a rating and a review. Every link you need will be in the description box or in the show notes. Thank you so much for listening. I love you so much. Bye.